We have in the red at the bottom left, dominating that last game. Good offense, good defense, he is.
Yo-Hwan, SlayerSBoxeR.
And the fans and the commentators go wild. In the blue, we have the most solid pro gamer of all time.
NaDa.
Everything would be so epic if that guy was actually the Korean commentator. I think I'd watch a Korean stream.
I would, man.
Yeah.
Screw us. NaDa again with the supply depot here, which he will sink. Don't be confused, noobs. He can sink it and get direct mining from those two locations. Once again, BoxeR always making it near the refinery, sort of a neutral position here.
Yeah. Doesn't quite block off, but definitely narrows the point where any Reaper could run through or scouting SCV. Funnels it, so to say.
Barracks next, synced up timing here. 8 p.m. here. 8 p.m. for NaDa.
Yeah, that's actually about almost 500
almost
APM.
500.
Yeah, it's
the 8 p.m. thing at StarCraft 2 is not quite accurate to what the 8 p.m. is.
yeah. It's
But
the time clock in StarCraft 2 is actually different because the game is played on faster instead of fat and instead of normal or
instead
something
of
like
fat.
that. Instead of fat, it's played on skinny.
So we got both these guys scouting at the same time right now. And they're both scouting opposite positions, so they'll both be able to get a Marine out, which is going to leave them completely in the dark as to what the other player's doing. So we're going to see blind style play.
Yeah, you know, they're both going for gas as well, so we're not going to see any crazy one barracks expansions. Well, I mean, we could, but it's not the gasless one barracks. And NaDa going for a second gas very early.
Yeah, that's before the second depot is done. Meanwhile, SlayerSBoxeR goes for second depot, and we'll probably get a refinery after that if he does a side attack.
Ghost Academy!
Oh my God. That is so crazy.
This is more like something I would expect to see out of BoxeR.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say. Now. Oh.
Okay. Uh-oh. The game's been paused.
Interesting.
We don't know what's going on. And we're going to find out in a minute what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that's
don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
too sure.
You must have some sort of hardware malfunction. That's the only thing I can think
something
of.
like that.
But let's talk about what we see NaDa doing, because it's crazy. Now, we may be seeing something we did see one time already in the GSL, which is you get Cloak, and then you just walk into your opponent's base, and you kill a bunch of SCVs with a Ghost, 2 Ghosts, 3 Ghosts. We may be seeing something like that. It's kind of an interesting strategy. And BoxeR
and
does
there's
have
a mouse problem. Thank you, John. John's always there for us.
He is, man.
He's
Figures
the
out
best.
everything.
Okay, so there's a mouse problem. That is stressful. Because if you don't have a mouse that's working, I mean, you can't play.
Well, BoxeR is the last StarCraft 1 pro gamer that still uses arrow keys.
That's true.
Yeah, so he
He
uses
used
arrow
a
keys
ball
while he
mouse for a while, too, when he started out.
Yeah, everyone did back then.
That was back then.
But,
before they invented the laser mice, but he stayed with it for quite a while.
Yeah. Only moved up to optical.
You could see him actually rolling the ball in his hands, cleaning it off before each game.
Yeah.
We're old.
We are so
We are so old.
Oh, God.
So we're going to get this mouse thing fixed. Until then, I think I'm going to have some of this free Powerade. Hey, cheers, Artosis. It's kind of exciting to be down here casting these games.
I suddenly feel so powerful.
Gurgle that. It's pretty good.
Did you actually just gurgle Powerade?
I did. I was like,
You're a nasty human being, Tastes.
No, that's not what it's made for.
Yeah. Well, look, this Ghost strategy is so super cool, and I'm going to be very sad if they have to restart.
I know.
That sometimes happens with a mouse where you're like, we just have to restart. That's, there's some serious problems here.
Of course.
And if NaDa doesn't do this strategy, if there is a restart, I am just going to shed nerd tears.
Yeah, because we'll never know what he was planning on doing. It would suck. Of course, this is the kind of the problem with it's not a problem with esports, but it's kind of the burden of esports is that it's driven through the vehicle of technology, and technology tends to, well, doesn't tend to, but can malfunction. Oh, we're going to
go.
Get ready.
Put back on the game.
Game screen. Cue game screen. We're in the game.
Game screen, GSL.
Game screen, GSL.
I'm so
Belly.
my Korean. But no, we are in the game.
We're in the game right now. I'm not looking at the camera.
There we go. Anyways, so Boxer getting a factory. And NaDa. Oh no, here's the Boxer timing. And that ghost is going to be really late. This is actually pre-Boxer timing. He runs in and then backs away.
I think he's assuming it's going to be a Reaper.
Yeah, and the Reaper, of course, with that Marine would out-micro that quite easily.
I bet NaDa's like, whew.
I know. If he just kept going, that ghost has a while before he's out of there. Could have killed an SCV or two, figured out what's going on. And if you see the ghost, it's going to be pretty terrible as an opening. So one ghost is out. I'm so excited. What is he going to get at the Ghost Academy? He's got to get an upgrade. Well, he doesn't have to. He might just use it for sniping.
He can do whatever he wants, Artosis.
Yeah. You know, EMP from Ghost, very good against Banshees.
Yes.
And, of course, the Banshee is a light unit, so it does 20 damage against the Banshee.
Factory, Barracks, Starport. Looks like Boxer may go ahead and go for a Banshee again. He seems to be very comfy with this opening. He's very good at microing that Banshee.
And
I don't know if NaDa should have done that, revealing the one Marine.
Yeah, he's just walking around with a single Marine. Boxer has to be waiting for that Reaper. That's never going to come. And he just has two ghosts.
Yeah.
He's just going to chill two. You know, that's actually really good anti-Banshee. An interesting opening, to say the least.
Anti-Banshee.
Yeah. I want to see a nuke or cloak or something, though. Come on.
I have no idea what he's going to do with
I feel
this.
like NaDa's cheating me.
Well, he does have EMP ready.
And it looks like he's actually going to get...
SCV almost got inside. Sorry, go ahead, Artosis.
If we look up here at NaDa's base real quick, he is going to go ahead and probably get Banshees of his own. Although it is possible that we will see a Raven. He is getting a ton of gas.
If he does get a Raven, I wouldn't understand the point in using EMP. Those both overlap.
Yeah, well, it might be for snipe in that case. But he is getting a Banshee instead. And here comes the Banshee of SlayerSBoxeR. Can it get 21 kills this game?
They're moving up. And snipe
and
on the
will he
Banshee.
Get it?
I think it's going to get away.
No, that gets away. Flies over the moon.
To this planet over here.
Planet looks gaseous. I don't think he wants to go in there. Probably is very high gravity. Crush the Banshee immediately.
We have a command center now on the way. And what is this? Coward SCV by NaDa not attacking.
It's only got 10 life.
It's a pacifist SCV. Should not be in this game. Interesting use
says when they attack you, you've won. All right. Let's see here. This is actually such a weird game. It's actually very hard to analyze.
I guess the snipe was to defend against Banshee.
Yeah.
And of course, EMP would reveal the Banshee.
And a Banshee from SlayerSBoxeR. I mean, from NaDa going to SlayerSBoxeR's base. I'm going to turn around, see what he can kill. But there is a Viking in there, so he's not going to get that many kills. 4 kills so far.
No cloak.
5, 6, just 6.
6 still.
Yeah, pretty good.
Considerable.
And it looks like SlayerSBoxeR, I mean, he's had this orbital for a while. Not deciding to expand, though, which is kind of interesting. Once he saw the ghost, he should realize he can't be attacked and go ahead and take that expansion. But NaDa looks like he's going to float down first.
Taking this location here.
And it looks like NaDa's going to transition into completely normal Terran versus Terran. 2 reactored barracks and 2 tech lab factories. Siege tank Marine. See if he can't get good positioning on Boxer.
If you get contained on this map, it's pretty tough. SlayerSBoxeR's command center's on the move now. Going to land, and that is going to trigger NaDa into some type of attack, I believe.
Now, Boxer's on top of his ramp. He does have siege mode, he does have Marines, but he's not coming down for some reason. He's just sitting up there, chilling. And this might let NaDa do some damage, but the Banshee running away right now, being chased by the Viking. And finally, Boxer moving his units down there. Properly defend that expansion.
Scan here by NaDa. He may actually try to target fire the tank here.
And sniping away the Marines!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Marauder's doing a lot of damage there. Taking out that siege tank while everything else gets sniped. Cool play by NaDa. These ghosts have 5 kills each. They're both corporals.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, man. To rise through ranks so quickly, so early in the game.
Talk about ambition.
That's right.
The Vikings, you can see they're ready to intercept any kind of a medevac that could come through here, but we don't see anything on the way like that.
That's right. And meanwhile, NaDa, siege mode is almost done. He's moving down into position. Boxer way out of position. He only has 1 siege tank.
He's going to land, I think,
Terrible
over here.
macro right now, by the way. Boxer has 900 minerals. And bringing out his SUVs, he realizes something's wrong. Moves out, wants to take out some siege tanks if he possibly can. And
nice sniping.
Beautiful snipes right there. Those ghosts.
He's landed here inside this expansion with the tanks of NaDa. Are going to take him out. SlayerSBoxeR getting bullied back right now. And he will back up. This Marine will probably not make it.
You know, sadly, if we look back up here in the main base of NaDa, landing that Viking once again, getting some extra kills, up to 4 kills, up to 5 kills, and the siege tanks of NaDa making him lift off once again. Quick reflexes there. 9 and 7 kills for those ghosts right now. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. And a nuke being made for NaDa finally.
Oh, smart. He can get a contain up here, nuke, and force the tanks to unsiege, kind of pull a TLO. And push him back inside the main.
Definitely. NaDa's strategy here is so cool. I love this. He's setting up a little contain. Pretty safe set of units.
Oops,
and with the ghosts that he used early to defend off any attacks and do a little bit of damage with snipe, he's going to just nuke his way in and just push in because the nuke has such good range. So yeah, just like TLO did, he may cancel and move up, or if Boxer doesn't unsiege, just let the nuke land. So we now see some Vikings from NaDa.
The nuke is almost complete. Nice. NaDa also stacking on patrol to make it impossible to count the Vikings.
Here comes the nukes.
He has to unsiege. This may cause him to cancel the nuke and now move in. Does he do it? Does he do it? Does he do it?
No, he's going to let it land. And now is the time to move in. But Boxer stims, runs out, and he may be able to actually take out NaDa's army here. Very nice moves by both players, and it looks like Boxer may barely clean this up.
Boxer actually hanging on there.
That's
Sieging
right.
up and controlling that position still.
You know, an important thing, he took out all the ghosts. So NaDa now with no ghosts. He hasn't made another nuke though, so that's okay. No waste.
Both these guys now gearing up for the macro game, the economic game.
They're so evenly matched right now. Their supplies are very similar. Their unit counts are quite similar. And it's just so back and forth.
Meanwhile, NaDa definitely with the map control.
Oh, yeah. He's staying on the offense. That's going to allow him to take his third a lot easier. And setting up a little contain here.
We don't have any more nukes for the time being. He may go ahead and just give up on this strategy entirely.
Yeah, I think he is. You know, he's getting stim, he's getting combat shields. He definitely wants to make a lot of Marine Marauder. That's going to allow him to just basically, Boxer tries to come out, you just stim and attack in when he goes up to your siege tanks. And there you go. Third base by NaDa, quicker than Boxer's. Boxer, the onus is on him. He has to get something done here.
Inching forward.
Much better contained position. Wants to leave room for his Marines to run through, though.
Boxer now stacking the Vikings.
You got to be careful about that, though, because he can't count him, but if he thinks he has more ghost for it, you could be in a lot of trouble.
Both players doing the same thing here.
It's cool looking. It's a
It is
Viking
cool.
flower.
You're going to get pretty dizzy if you're that Viking.
That's quite true.
It's called a Viking flower?
That's what I'm calling it.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
You heard it here. Tosis calls it the
go.
Viking flower.
I'm on StarCraft every day cast, and I'm going to coin every phrase, Tasteless.
All right, Viking versus Viking. Got to be careful. Can't go into those Marines. Boxer currently kind of trapped right now.
Yeah. And another nuke on the Viking flower. Isn't it beautiful?
Is he not going to move it? Okay. He's actually almost in range of his own nuke. He needs to move back. Is that going to hit anything of his? No.
He knows the range of that quite well. Does gain him a little bit of position. Checks where those siege tanks are with that very brave Marine. Another nuke is on the way, by the way.
So he's just going to force Boxer to slowly back up.
And look at that, NaDa missieged, Boxer pushing right up the second he sees weakness.
The Viking Flower here again. And you can see NaDa actually has, see, look at the supply difference here. NaDa with more units due to this expansion. There he goes, though. The battle has started.
Can he break through? And he might be able to. There's a lot of Marauders, but here come a ton of Marines. Oh, no, it looks like Boxer may be able to break through.
No, actually, I think if he can land these Vikings in the siege tanks, he doesn't do that, though. Wow. Actually, the Marauders and Marines coming up there. He has broken free. But can he make this advantage into a lead? We're going to find out in a minute here.
Yeah, this is actually quite wild. Now NaDa is going to be more in the defensive, but he does have that third base. Boxer does not know about it.
He's going to do a counterattack here with the Vikings.
We may see some great harassment here. Problem is, Boxer, he does have more units right now. He has a lot of Marauders, and those just own Vikings so hard. Going to land those, but Marauder's going to come over. He's going to have to lift off immediately. Yep. And, well, Marines as well. Stimming loses a bunch. NaDa looking like he's in trouble.
He doesn't. Oh, he does know about this base.
Oh, he does.
Odd.
Why isn't he attacking you?
I do not know. That's kind of strange.
I tell you, these guys, they are so evenly matched, Tasteless.
This is just epic.
Boxer looks like he wants to go in. NaDa, could this be it? Could Boxer be taking him out? Not as good siege tank positions here, but so many units from Boxer.
This might just be a kill. It looks like Boxer's going to win this.
Yeah, it does. Wow, Boxer taking out NaDa with flair and style.
How about that? Unbelievable. He's going to move into the main. If he can just get parked in front of the production facilities, the factories, the starports, the barracks, there's really nothing you can do. Every unit that comes out is going to die. This extra base doesn't matter.
You know, parking yourself on the Terran factories is one of the strongest moves in Terran vs. Terran, both in StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. SCV's coming up to try to battle, but NaDa is in so much trouble, and he knows it. Let's look at these supplies. 85 for Boxer, 59 for NaDa. Yuck.
Yuck indeed, Artosis. As these Marauders and Marines now chase down the SCVs. And the Emperor has reclaimed his throne.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
You know, NaDa's such a solid player, but Boxer really showing how much effort he's putting in this tournament. He wants this championship so bad.
He wants that money.
Oh, yeah.
He wants that $87,000. And now he's going to clean up the SCVs over here.
Mule coming out, realizes he has no weapon, just holds 30 minerals, looking dumb.
The Viking now driving the command center out. There's really no way for him to get income. Nice target firing up there.
It's just, it is pretty much over, Tasteless. 36 supply.
We hope you guys asked some good questions, by the way.
I know, man.
Because
Boxer's so amazing.
Yes. Oh my God, what a game we've seen here. Recommend this game to your friends, guys. They don't have the premium service. 20 bucks.
GG! Boxer slays NaDa.
Oh,
he is so happy there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, you can tell how happy he is.
Oh, yes. That was awesome.
Oh, listen to this.
The crowd is going crazy. We should get some barbed wire around our desk here so that he doesn't get attacked during the interview.
I know, man. It's going to be crazy. It is going to be wild.
What a series we saw.
Amazing series here today, both of them. Great, great play.
And SlayerSBoxeR, Yo-Hwan, the Emperor himself, is going to go on to the semis. Whoa.
Wow, wow, wow.
Unbelievable. NaDa probably disappointed, perhaps with that last strategy he picked. It was smart, but I don't know if that's what you want to do when you're behind like that.
You know, he didn't set up the contain quite enough.
Yeah.
A lot of Marauders came out. His Marines didn't have room to stim and run in front and use their great DPS. NaDa's macro was a little bit off, and Boxer just used a nice swarm strategy there with a lot of Marauders involved. That's what happens if you overmake Vikings. Suddenly your opponent can run you over with Marauder tank, just unsieges and goes.
Absolutely.
Be very careful with the numbers that you make of Vikings in Terran versus Terran.
Well, it was a back-and-forth series, but I got to say I'm really blown away by those games. Recommend those to your friends, guys.
Absolutely.
That was unbelievable.
Great series.
Best TDT I've seen.
Definitely one of the best I've seen, Tasis. Very fun to watch that. Of course, Boxer versus NaDa could have been terrible. I still would have loved it.
Luckily, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Only at the GSL do we have games this awesome. Pushing esports into the future with StarCraft 2, an amazing game. Thank you to our sponsors at Sony Ericsson. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Artosis, for your excellent analysis.
Thank you, Tasis, for your charm, good looks, excellent observing.
Thank you.
And just being awesome.
Thank you very much. We're going to go. What do we have tomorrow? Who's playing tomorrow?
Well, we have, I believe it's going to be FoxR.
FoxR
against Hope Torture.
Yeah. So we're going to get that thrown up on the screen in just a little bit here.
Yeah.
Man, unbelievable.
Looks like we're going to look at today's matches. 3-0 by Nesty over OGS Xenio. Nesty schools us on how to play Zerg versus
That's
Zerg.
right.
A must-see for any Zerg fan. SlayerSBoxeR taking out OGS NaDa 3-1. Amazing.
Yeah.
He actually did that. Pretty awesome.
So that was pretty sick. We're going to shot. What's going on? I don't know what the shot was. Maybe he's going backstage.
I think they're making a little documentary about Boxer during.
Yeah, I believe so. I saw an extra film crew backstage. So
yeah, they've been following him every day. So, all right. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Luckily, tomorrow is going to be. It's only one match, but it's going to be a best of 7.
So we have lots of games for you guys.
Oh, absolutely. At least 4, and probably a lot more than that.
Probably.
These guys are just so evenly matched everywhere. Never mind.
Oh, John's queuing us.
Big X.
We did something wrong.
Maybe it's a best of 5. I thought
maybe it's a best of 5.
We look so dumb. Oh, Wednesday no match.
They canceled the match for Wednesday. I guess we're going to get that move. Okay. And as you can see, we just discovered that. Okay.
On the 4th, we're going to have Fake Boxer against Hope Torture. And then on the 5th, SlayerSBoxeR against Nesty. I can't wait for that match.
So no match Wednesday. I guess that means I expand to the club and start warping cannons in there.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I'm gonna turtle in my bed. And probably just slowly expand to my computer and play StarCraft 2 all day. That's my plan.
Guys, again, thank you so much for joining us. We love StarCraft. We love you. Everybody at GUM TV loves esports, so it's a real pleasure to be down here doing commentary for you guys for these games. When our Korean commentators are done, we're going to get this wrapped up, but don't go anywhere because we have an interview with SlayerSBoxeR done by Artosis, the Barbara Walters interviews. So I'll see you guys on Thursday. Take care. Enjoy the interview.
Tell me, can you sleep tonight?